want to create a more in-depth report for a client that is interested in buying or selling a home. This report includes a covering letter and more information and photos about each of the properties you've gathered, more than you'd get using the regular search function. To create the report, in the administration area of MLS, click on Comps CMA, where you'll find on the left-hand side. When this page opens, if you've done reports before, they will be listed and archived here. Begin a new CMA by clicking on a New Report. If this is for a prospective buyer, select Buyer. If it is for a prospective seller, click on Seller, and then Create Report. We'll start with a report for a seller. It's mandatory to give the report a name, such as the name of the property or owner. You can add additional information about the client, but it's not mandatory at this stage, and you can always add to this later on. Fill it in and then click on Next. Now, you need to describe the property you are creating the CMA for. Most important to fill in are the type, size, and number of bedrooms. Next, fill in the address and where it is located, and in which region. Once that is done, click on the Next button. Now you can start gathering properties for your CMA. You'll see in the search that the fields type, region, and subregion have already been filled in. It is set up to first search for the current similar listings in the MLS inventory. To narrow your search down, you should put an estimated price range that you feel is fair. We'll search between $300,000 and $500,000 and then click on Search. The properties that fit this search will be listed below. You can review them, comparing price, size, and number of bedrooms, and then add them to your CMA list by clicking on the box field on the right, where they'll automatically be added to your report. You won't see them at this stage, but be assured they have been added. Next, we'll want to search for solds. To do this, go up and click on the Solds button. You want to limit the search to not going back too far in time. If you click on the Advanced Search, you'll see that the default is set for 1 year. We'll try that first and select a few properties that we believe to be similar to the subject property. Current listings show the prospective seller what their current competition is. Solds show what people were willing to pay for a property like theirs. Expireds often can show what people weren't willing to pay, so the listing expired, staying unsold. We'll search for them next. Click on Expired and then the Search button, and then choose properties that you believe to be similar. Now we can generate the report by clicking on this button at the top right side of the page. You'll see in the middle of the report, if you've added enough properties, that it provides an average of what the subject property's price should be, considering and compared against current sold and expired listings based on its size. This is just a guide though. You select the price that you believe is best. Below this are listed all the properties you've selected. If you want to remove any of them, just click on the X on the right side. If you want to add more properties, you can click on the Add Edit button at the top of the page, which will return you to the search page. Once done, fill in the suggested price that you recommend for the property and any notes that you want to go with the report, and then click on Save to save your report. At this point, you may want to edit or add the information on your title page. To do so, click on the dotted drop-down menu next to the Print Report building button at the top of the page on the right. While you're here, you'll notice that you can add non-MLS sold or current listings to the CMA. If you know of properties that may not be into the system, but are good comparables, you can add them to the system and they will be there available for you to add to this report and any report anyone in your office generates in the future. To add a non-MLS property, simply select this function. A new page will open up and you can fill in information about this property. Fill it all in and select Submit. It is important to understand that no one will see this property other than you and other people in your office. It won't be showing in the MLS inventory, publicly or with other offices. You'll be taken back to your report and you'll see that this property has now been added to your CMA, showing with an asterisk beside it. You'll see here there are two because I had added one previously under currents or solds. When done, click on the print report to see how the report looks. It will have your contact information on it and information about all the collected properties. It will be downloaded in PDF format to your downloads folder. If after reviewing it, you want to make changes, you can return and do so. Or the report is ready to go. And that's about it. I hope you like and enjoy our CMA reports generator.